I'm India. I am a 22-year-old destination wedding photographer. I'm based in Utah. I'm married to like the weirdest, most amazing person I've ever met. His name's Jay and he's a videographer. So together we live in Salt Lake City and we have 2 dogs that I basically worship. We love to garden, I love to garden. We love to skydive, go outdoor climbing, and I've been shooting for 5 years and I'm really passionate about photography because of the people that I get to meet and the places that I get to go, and it's just kind of my way of being able to connect with those people and be able to create something that makes them happy and brings them joy for years and years to come. So starting out 5 years ago, I really wish that I would have known to not follow trends basically and to stop caring about what everyone else was doing so much. It took like a really long time for me to realize that like if you're following trends and trying to keep up with like what everyone else is doing and trying to create similar content and like, you know, trying to care more about like likes and things like that rather than doing and like shooting and I don't know, creating things that you're actually passionate about and like doing it in your own way, like that will take your business so much further than following trends. Because if you're just like doing what everyone else is doing and trying to keep up, you're only gonna blend in. Like the first one that comes to mind would probably be when we were in Morocco. We were out camping in the Great Sahara, which just like was so freaking cool. But it was so freaking hot and so windy. I've never experienced like hot wind before. And so we like walked up to this like the top of the sand dune, and they are so misleading because they're ginormous. And they look really small from like the bottom. So we're like sweating walking up this in the heat. It's so windy, so we're getting like blasted with sand like crazy, and we're shooting on top of it, and like it was so beautiful. It was amazing. The sand was like literally like cutting us because it was blowing so hard. So all of us were just like ow, 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 ow while I was shooting. I mean, we were laughing during it, but like afterwards, like we were seriously like blowing our noses, having like sand come out like for 2 days after that, like so much sand in between our teeth, like all over inside my camera. I learned that I need to always like take a bag or like a shirt to wrap around my camera just in case like crazy weather happens like that. So yeah, that was probably like the most like dramatic, hard to shoot in experience for me. Probably finding balance between like business life and personal life, because I do love business so much and I love obviously photography and things like that, but it's hard to be able to like separate it when you work for yourself, because when you're a business owner, like you're not working 40 hours a week, you're working like 70 or 80 hours a week. So it's like sometimes really hard to just like turn that mindset off and then like just be present with like your friends and family and like taking the time to actually like do things for yourself. So I feel like really finding balance with like, you know, limiting how much I travel and limiting how many weddings I take on and things like that, because I realize that like whenever I say yes to an inquiry, I'm also saying a big fat no to like being home, like baking cookies or like working in our garden or like going on a family vacation or just like having a game night with our friends. So like learning to say no has been like one of the hardest things for me, but it's been like the best thing to learn also, because I am so much happier now to be able to like figure out how to make that balance in my life. Ooh, it's probably a tie between, I shot my best friends getting engaged and we set up like this we set up the proposal in a climbing gym in the little college town that we lived in, and we like strung up lights and stuff like that. And she did the climb without knowing that we were doing that, and then when she got to the top, we like hurried and flipped off the lights and he lowered her down, and like as she like stood back on the ground, he like got down on one knee, and it's just like such a cute photo. So it was probably that one, or I shot a celebrity wedding like a couple of years ago, and She's like one of the Dancing with the Stars girls, and so like people are obsessed with her. So her photos like went pretty viral too.
That's awesome. Why do you think they were so popular?
I think that anyone likes a good like proposal story and photo, because they're just like so romantic and cute. And I think that photo was just like really unique because not very many people propose in a climbing gym while they're still like hooked up in their harnesses, like surrounded by like Christmas lights and stuff like that. So I think it's just because it's like a really unique photo. And then with the celebrity one, it's just because she's a celebrity. So for me, like, yeah, it's important to like, you know, curate like a beautiful feed and like a great portfolio and like, you know, come off professional to a point. But in the end, like, I would rather be transparent and who I am, and like I'd rather come off unprofessional a little bit in a way, because like with the type of clients that I'm trying to market to, like I want to have a friendship with them, not a business relationship with them, because I don't create my best work when I'm just in a business relationship where like I'm just being a vendor, I'm just being a photographer for them. Like I want them to feel like actually connected to me and like me for like who I am as a person, whether that means that like I post too many photos of my dogs or like post like really inappropriate dirty joke memes or something like that. Like I would rather have people that are attracted to that kind of stuff hire me rather than people that are like, oh yeah, like she seems like she has it all together all the time. Like I would rather people connect with like who I actually am, because then that way I can connect with them too, rather than have it be more of like a, oh, I'm working for you and you're my client type of relationship. I feel like I'm always just trying to like be as transparent as I can, I feel like I always would rather come off transparent rather than like glamorize my business or who I am in any sort of way, because like in the end I'm really just trying to like attract the type of people that I'll actually connect with like on a friendship level rather than like just a business relationship level, so it's not like so transactional, because I like the type of environment that I work best in and I create my best work in is when like I'm in love with the people that I'm shooting and that I can tell that they like truly value like not only me as a photographer and my work and like my talent and what I can give them, but like they just value me as a person. And so if I'm always just coming off like super like semi-professional and things like that, like I feel like they wouldn't really be able to connect with like who I actually am, because in real life I'm not like super professional, I'm more casual and laid back and things like that. And so just like always like showing my personality and like being myself is like really important, so that I know that like the type of people that are like reaching out to me are okay with who I am, rather than like being just flabbergasted that I show up shooting their wedding in like Vans and ripped jeans and like a tank top or something like that. Like I want people that are like fine with like whoever I am and like trust me as like a creative and as a photographer and just as a person. Yeah, I feel like when I'm shooting, I just have like really insane energy. I'm just kind of trying to like scare / confuse people so that like their only reaction that they can do is laugh. And so like when I'm shooting, I'll just kind of try and be normal, being like, okay, yeah, like get in really, really close. All right, yep, just pull each other in a little closer. Okay, now just lick her eyelids. Yes, perfect. Okay, now bite her. Okay, now push her away. Okay, no, grab her back. Now, okay, push her away again. Okay, now go jump on it. And I just start like screaming at them, and they're probably like, who is this strange girl that's taking our photo in the mountains? Like, what's going on? Like, and so I feel like just literally letting people be whatever and just, I don't know, trying to like make a fool of myself basically so that they feel better about themselves is like the way that I feel like I get my best work, is just to like, I don't know, make it so that it's fun and feel like there's no expectations or anything like that.